lot, and this is a very special honor for us to be here. This is our first time here in your wonderful school, so we thank you for welcoming us. The rhythm that we just played is a rhythm called Fanga, so now we want you to do a little movement in your seats, not too much, just a little bit so we can generate some even more positive energy in here. So I'm going to reach up to the sky 4 times, and I want you to do that with me. Ready? And we're going to go up, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to reach down to the ground 4 times. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We're going to do that twice. We're going to go up 2, 3, 4, down 2, 3, 4, up 2, 3, 4, down 2, 3, 4. Yes? And that's the story that we're telling with our bodies, because we are communicating, says from the sky above to the ground below, from the sky above to the ground below. After we do that twice, then we're going to do 4 imaginary hugs of welcome. So 1 to the right, everybody. 1 to the left. 1 more to the right. 1 more to the left. Then after that, we're going to open our hearts on the right side. Let that love pour out on the right. And we're going to open up our hearts on the left side. Yes? That says, we welcome you, we welcome you, we welcome you, we welcome you. We open our hearts to you. We open our hearts to you. Okay? That's the story we're telling. From the sky above, everybody say that. From the sky above to the ground below. From the sky above to the ground below. We welcome you. We welcome you. We welcome you. We welcome you. We open our hearts to you. We open our hearts to you. Now there's a signal that I'm going to play to let you know when to start, when to change, and when to stop. And it sounds like this. Every time you hear that, you're going to either start, change, or stop. Okay? First part, sky above, ground below, sky above, ground below. When you welcome, open our hearts to you, open our hearts to you. Got it? Got it. I think you got it. I think you got it. All right. So we're gonna say ba ba da ba ba da ba ba from the sky above, to the ground below. Yes, from the sky above, to the ground below. Ba ba da ba ba. We welcome you. Ba bi da ba da ba ba. We open our hearts to you. We open our hearts to you. Let's try it with the music. Okay? You got it. I already know you can do it. Called Sourcine. Everybody say Sourcine. Sourcine. Sourcine is a rhythm that's played for the young women when they come back from their rites of passage from little peoplehood into young womanhood. It's time when the women go out into the bush and they teach the young girls all the rights and responsibilities of being productive citizens, and we need to do that with our young girls all the time. Yes? All right. This is Sister Olakun Sarasol. Sister Amamansa Witten. Sister Nika Kelly. My name is Omelika Kuumba, and we are 4 of the 20 members of Giwayamata who I'm happy to say are celebrating our 19th anniversary on March 29th.
I want to thank all of you for being here tonight. It's great to have a celebration, and in just a moment we're going to have the color guard count and present the colors. But I want you guys to enjoy yourself tonight, have fun, take pictures, love on your children, and let them know that you are proud of them. Can I get a... I want to welcome you tonight. Let's give our color guard a hand.
Please stand for the presentation of colors.
all say the pledge, please. Face the colors. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Carry!
Order!
Cars! Right turn, march! Forward, march!
Oh.
Port, march! Forward, march!
Away! Away!
Halftime.
Right shoulder! Arch! Left shoulder! Arch! Order! Arch! In cadence! In cadence! In cadence! In cadence! 15 count manual! 15 count manual! Arch! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Go sleep. Drill team attend 2. Ready up, 2. Ready up, 3. Ready up, 2. Away, hey. At work, hey, for work, march.
Lift every voice and sing till the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. They sing the rising sun of our new day, begun. Let us march on. Let us march on till victory is won. Is won. Is won. Is won. Is won.
Good evening. I'm Dorothy Danley Sparks. I'm a product of Douglas County. I was born here a few years ago down in Fairplay, Georgia. Why y'all laughing? My first years of education were in Carroll County because I lived so close to the Douglas County line, we were having to go to Carroll County. So when I began my education, I was in Carroll County for grades 1 through 6, and then we moved to Douglas County schools. And my first school was Winston Elementary School, and that's where I went from 6th to 7th grade. Then to Douglas County, wherein we were actually in the school called Hutchinson High School, and we stayed there for until 1957. And in 1957, we were moved to another school. So the educational background for schools in Douglas County was segregated, basically all of my schooling until 1967. We had moved into R.L. Cousins in 1957, and I was a part of the graduating class of 1959, so I said a few years ago. During this period of history, Douglas County was actually operating on what we called a dual school system. We had a school system for the black and a school system for the white, but there was really one school system with one superintendent, but because of the segregations, we operated as two systems. I think when R.L. Cousins was, the last year for R.L. Cousins was 1967, and what happened, we had gone to school, I was a teacher. I graduated from R.L. Cousins, went to college, finished college in 3.5 years, came back to R.L. Cousins in January and taught as a sub from January to May. In May, Mr. Stewart gave me a contract. He said, I want you to stay with me, Danley, and I signed my contract, and I stayed at R.L. Cousins from 63 until 67. In 1967, we all reported to school in August, and when we got there, Mr. Stewart met us in the hallway, and he said, something has happened. You're no longer going to be working at R.L. Cousins High School. All of the high school teachers will be transferred to Douglas County High School, and those of you who were in elementary school and middle school, at that time I think it was junior high, you will go to the various schools throughout the county. But until that point, after R.L. Cousins was built, we had a school 1 through 12 for all of the black kids all over the county, and they were bused in from Winston and Billarp and Lithia Springs, wherever you lived, you came to this one school. So on this particular day, Douglas County had a time to integrate and had not done it. So the federal government actually came in and gave us a mandate and said, you will segregate the schools before August of 1967. So we were able to come back to a school that really wasn't a school, but we were able to come to Douglas County High School. One thing that was interesting about that, they gave us an example. They said, it's kind of like I left my son mowing the grass. And when I got back, the lawnmower was in the same place that it was when I left. So Douglas County, your time is up. So we didn't have time to fuss and argue about it. We just showed up at Douglas County High School. And a lot of things had to change because the first day we came, we went to the teachers had to report to the teachers' room. It was in the library at that time, and we had the teachers' meeting at 8 o'clock. And I sat down at the first table I got to, and I won't ever forget. And the teacher that was sitting there jumped up and ran across the room because she was afraid of me, I guess. She thought I was gonna, I don't know what she thought. But it was very interesting because a lot of things had to change, and the faculty meetings changed from ethnic jokes and racial slurs to an agenda. It's odd how people don't understand that the world is integrated. People talk to each other, black, white, no matter who you are. Everybody black has a white friend, everybody white has a black friend. So you hear all the things that went on behind the scene, and it was kind of not so good. But on the surface, we had everything going smoothly. The kids did very well here at Douglas County High School. The parents, the adults, are the ones that had the real problems. I remember the main thing that happened to us from this whole thing, I remember when we first got the order to integrate the schools, a few of our kids had come over before the major integration that began in 1967. And I think some of them were successful, but there were a lot of name calling, and they were not feeling as comfortable as they should have. And when we had actually integrated, we really didn't have as many problems as we expected. Some people were anticipating the problems. But I learned one thing from this, and that is that you have to be taught to hate, and you have to be carefully taught. When you look at what happened here in Douglas County, we would not have had any serious issues had it not been for the grown-ups. The grown-ups were the ones that were actually having these issues. The meetings were outside of the school. The students were not allowed to go to the prom that year because they didn't want an integrated prom. The students were okay with it, but the parents decided that they weren't going to let that happen, so they had one for the white kids and one for the black kids. So it didn't look good. It didn't happen the next year because the kids decided on their own, we're going to have one prom, and that's going to be the prom for Douglas County High School. And I think basically because of the people who were willing to work this thing out, we didn't get into as many issues as some of the schools that were integrated in that particular period of time. Douglas County was able to do okay. I started here in 1967, and I worked for 28 years on this campus and had an awesome time. From 1967 to 1995, I was a teacher here at Douglas County High School. We just had a really good mix of kids. The majority of the kids were Caucasian kids. At that time, the population for our black kids was very small. And most of the kids just got along very well. But integration started because it had been brought on to us from the federal government, and it worked out very well. Thank you.
I Too by Langston Hughes. I too sing America. I am a darker brother. They send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes. But I laugh, and I eat well, and I grow strong. You see, tomorrow, I'll be at the table when company comes. Nobody will dare say to me, eat in the kitchen. Besides, let's see how beautiful I am and be ashamed. I, too, am America.
Michael Jackson, he's still the greatest. Dad, why T.I., but come on, it doesn't compare to Michael Jackson. What? He compares well, I say. Not now. I guess I never looked at it. Now what you know about it? Come on. Isaiah, now what you know about that? I guess I never looked at it like that. Now what you know about that? Go on, no? This is have to laugh. Well, it was your turn. What's that got to do with anything? I'm just saying that it's off to a good start. That's all. Whatever. Michael Jackson is old school. T.I. is new school. But if it wasn't for Michael, T.I. might be not where he is today. Say what? He's right. The Thriller album was called the best-selling album of all time. It oversold 100 million copies. Didn't he win like 8 Grammys in one night for that first album? Yes. Wow, you actually admit that's pretty impressive. Do you remember the moonwalk he first did out on Billie Jean's video? Pretty soon, everyone was trying to do the moonwalk. Make this by Michael saw all kind of trends. I'm beginning to see what you mean. His song will sound different to me from now on. I think I'll appreciate it. Me too, and whenever I dance, I think of him from now on. I don't think that's how Michael did it. Did you stop and hurt yourself? It's all good. It's a good day. I think I'll stop now. Hey, is it still okay to still like T.I. tonight? Yeah, there's plenty allowed to go around. Do you think we can hear more of that Thriller? I thought you'd never ask. I'm talking Thriller night. The last one.
Good afternoon, class. Good afternoon, class. Welcome to Black History 101.
Oh, crap. I thought this was split.
Please listen up as I say your name for attendance. CJ.
Hey, Shawty.
Charlie.
Here.
Joanna.
Here, I guess.
Edgar.
Present.
Amy.
Here.
Okay, class. What do you all know about Black history?
We was like on the back.
Wait. Before you answer, I need you to know that it's very important. That it's more than Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, and Malcolm X. So, class, what do you all know about Black history?
Tupac got shot.
Okay. Excuse me, class. While I'm gone, please look at your Black history handouts.
Yeah. Why is my hair so short? Why won't it grow longer?
I can help you with that. I am Sarah Breedlove, also known as Madam C.J. Walker. I was born on December 23rd on a Louisiana plantation. I started to lose a lot of my hair around 1887, and after using many other products, I invented my own products for African American women. It not only grew my hair back, it also made me the first female self-made millionaire. Try this one to make your hair longer, and it will make it stronger.
I sure am glad I don't have to get out of my desk to sharpen my pencil. The teacher hates it when somebody does that. I wonder who made the portable pencil sharpener.
I did. My name is John Lee Lewis. I'm from Fall River, Massachusetts. You know, I remember those days when I was just your age. I used to chisel my pocket knife, sharpen it. That's why I invented that. They put up a hand sharpener. Now you don't have to leave your desk to sharpen a pencil.
These cookies sure are good. I wonder who made them.
I did. My name is Wally Amos, better known as James Amos. I was born July 1st, 1936 in Tallahassee, Florida. I enjoyed baking chocolate chip cookies and opened a storefront of a small cookie shop on Sunset Boulevard in 1975. In 1998, Keebler purchased my company and made it inexpensive for people to buy and love. You want some more cookies?
I'm so glad that my town lets me go to college for free. I mean, not even every athlete can do that. I wonder who paved the way for African American athletes to go to college for free.
I did. My name is Ernest R. Davis, better known as Ernie Davis. I was born December 14, 1939 in New Salem, Pennsylvania. I was one of the best high school running backs. So good that Jim Brown even came to recruit me to attend Syracuse University and play football. I was one of the first black athletes to receive over 50 college scholarships for free tuition. Let your talent propel you to the next level.
I wanna go to heaven when I die. 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 I wanna join in heaven when I die. I wanna join in heaven when I die. I wanna go to heaven when I die to hear of Jordan. I wanna go to heaven when I die. I wanna go to heaven when I die.
Brother, you ought to have been there. Yes, my Lord. Sitting in the kingdom to hear of Jordan roll. Roll, Jordan, roll, roll, Jordan, roll. I want to go to heaven when I die to hear of Jordan roll.
Preacher, you ought to have been there. Yes, my Lord. To hear of Jordan roll. Roll, Jordan, roll, roll, Jordan, roll. I want to go to heaven when I die to hear of Jordan roll.
Sinner, you ought to have been there.
Yes, my Lord.
Sitting in the kingdom
To hear of Jordan roll. Christian, you ought to have been there. Yes, my Lord.
in the kingdom
I was once judged and disapproved because of who I am. I was slaughtered by the tongue and given names because my grandfather was an African. Because my grandmother was a shade lighter than midnight. Yes, because the complexion of my skin, I could not and would not be treated right. Because in his vision, I was an uneducated, troublemaking, black-shaded little Negro, unlovable and unworthy of a cleansed soul. They are amazed, but they are angered. How is it possible for a simple-minded Negro to duck and dodge all of our danger? We've been aimed with bones and hardship, stones and other garments, just to fall and stand once again, just to notice the strength of an African. We've been lynched and killed, bruised and burnt while working on these hot, scorching Georgia cotton fields. We were unlovable and unworthy of a cleansed soul. So we were auctioned off and we were sold. We were put down and thought to be as thought of as low. We were unlovable and unworthy of a cleansed soul. But maybe I am. Or maybe it's another lie that he told. Growing up, I grew to learn the white man as master, an auctioned off father, wise in my vocabulary to bastard. Now, there was no time to feel down because my skin was brown. Because if it was up to them, I would stay down. So I picked up a holy Bible and I read what it wrote. It said that all men are lovable and worthy of a cleansed soul. Then and only then I realized you can claim me to be unfree and even tear down my integrity, but you cannot take the right that was given unto me. So if I am an uneducated, black-shaded, troublemaking, simple-minded little Negro, I am still lovable and worthy of a cleansed soul, a cleansed soul.
Good evening. This outstanding lady is a native of Douglas County. She became the first Douglas County judge when she was sworn into office in 1984. She still works diligently every day in her role, presiding over bonds hearings on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the Douglas County Courthouse. Who is she in Douglasville? She is Judge Barbara Caldwell. Was born in Douglas County in 1936. She attended R.L. Cousins, which is now Stewart Middle School. She was one of the first African-American students integrated into Douglas County High School. She worked as the first African-American paraprofessional in Douglas County school system. Her daughter, Kendra, was the first black cheerleader at the Douglas County High School. She started the Black Educational History exhibit at the old courthouse and was the first African-American accountant at Georgia Power, Austell District. Who is this outstanding lady? Miss Catherine Wynn.
This next person is a native of Douglas County. He is a husband and father of two. He integrated Douglas County City Council in the 1980s, where he served 8 years. In college, he was the first African-American member of the Douglas County National Guard and the first African-American deputy sheriff of Peach County. Who is this man? He is Mr. Danley, Homer Danley. This next man was born August 19th, 1955. He attended R.L. Cousins, Eastside Middle, and DCHS in 1973. He integrated Eastside Middle in 7th grade. He was the first African American from Douglas County to be signed to the Atlanta Braves in 1973 and was the only one from Georgia. He played baseball from 1973 to 1989 and coached for the Braves in the minor league for 3 years. This man is Terry Harper. This man was born in Canton, Georgia. He is a husband, father of 2, and the first African American in Douglas County to become a head track coach at the high school level post-desegregation. He began working for Douglas County schools on August 15, 1973, and is still proudly serving the school system as the head varsity girl basketball coach and head track coach at Douglas County High School. This man is Chester Forsch.
The next person was born in Buchanan, Georgia. At the encouragement of her mother, she integrated Douglas County High School in 1966. In 1973, her family became the first African-American household to live in what was called White City and is now called Winston, Georgia. Her son was an all-star athlete at Douglas County High School and broke Harold Walker's running record. This lady is Miss Jackie Fowler Burton. This next lady was born in Douglasville in 1943. She attended Hutchinson and graduated from R.L. Cousins in 1961 when it was still segregated. She was the first African American to receive a doctorate degree in Douglas County. She taught at Lithia Springs from 1981 until 2003, where she received the distinct honor as star teacher. This lady is Dr. Angeline Smith. The next person is a native of Douglas County, graduating from Douglas County High School in 1970. She was the first African American to be awarded as teaching assistantship in the speech communication department at Auburn University and the first African American journalist at the Douglas County Sentinel. She continues her work in communication by serving as the president of her Loyal Majesty Productions, a public relations company, and is currently writing the memoir with T.J. Ward, the lead investigator in the Natalie Holloway missing person case. She continues to work in the community by serving on the board of directors of the Douglasville, Douglas County Water and Sewer Authority and Higher Standards Foundation. She is Miss Helen McCoy.
Good evening. He was born in Atlanta, Georgia, and attended Booker T. Washington High School and Morehouse College. He moved to Douglas County in 1997. He is a husband, father of 3, and the first elected African-American school board member in Douglas County. He was elected in November 2010 and is currently serving on the school board representing District 2. His motto are the 5 C's: communication, cooperation, community, commitment, and credibility. He works tirelessly to improve the Douglas County school system. Who is this in Douglas County history? He is D.T. Jackson Sr. Our next person is the native of Douglas County. He is a husband, father of 3, and the first elected judge of the Justice of the Peace Court, now known as the Magistrate Court. He was elected in 1976, becoming the first African American to be elected to a county-wide position. He was appointed to Justice Court Training Council, JCT, which was charged with writing the training and education curriculum for small claims court and converting the JPs to magistrates. He's annually recognized in the preamble of the Georgia Rules of Court anointed
Uniform Rules and Magistrate Section for his work with the Uniform Rules Committee. He continued to serve as a magistrate judge for 14 years before returning to his private practice as an attorney. He's very active in the community, serving on the board of directors for DCHS, Georgia Legal Services, Metropolitan United Way, and the Douglas County Board of Equalization. Who is this in Douglas County history? He is Leonard Danley, Sr.
Wow, what a distinguished house. This awesome men and women. And I tell you, you serve so awesomely in the community. But at this moment, we want to present a proclamation. I want to introduce to you your new mayor. He is new to the position, Mr. Harvey Persons. Come on up.
Some of you here tonight know me and know that I can be quite windy at times, or so I've been accused. And John told me that not to take more than an hour, so if you'll be patient with me. I do have a proclamation to present, but before I do, I'd like to say that I'm honored and consider it a great privilege to be able to be up here on the stage tonight representing the city of Douglasville as your mayor. My wife and I have lived in our community for the better part of 35 years, and our 3 children graduated from this great high school. And we feel that we're a part of this community as each and every one of you are. And like I said, it's really an honor and a privilege to be up here tonight. I really consider it a privilege to be able to share the stage tonight with Miss Mullins, because we share some history together, believe it or not. She's appears and looks a lot younger than I am, but she graduated in 1967 from this great high school, and I graduated in 1966. We grew up in and shared the same era, but as you know, we were worlds apart in our lives. And to be able to come together tonight with this esteemed group and the people that have been recognized tonight, and to be able to share this stage, and to be able to stand up here and honor Black History Month, and to make this presentation, to me speaks volumes about where we've come from. Like I said, Miss Mullins and I grew up in the same era, but we were worlds apart. And we've come a long way. We've got a long way to go. But a lot of the people that you heard recognized tonight and the accomplishments that they've made, my hat's off to you. A lot of them, or several of them, I can call dear friends, and it's been an honor and a privilege to be able to grow up myself and mature in this community, and I look forward to many years of us being able to continue to grow and mature and accomplish great things. But the things that we've accomplished and we've seen happen, I think are a credit to education and what we can learn and do and accomplish with education. And I would encourage, excuse me, us to continue stressing the importance of education and what it means in our community and what it means in our entire country. Because with good education and continuing to share ideas and what we can accomplish in this great country, I think it's just a tribute to what we are and what we can continue to become as we grow and work together to help make this community what it can be. So I applaud each and every one of you. I applaud your efforts. I applaud your accomplishments. and I'm just proud to be able to be here. At this time, it's a pleasure to present this proclamation on behalf of the city and the city council. And I'd like to ask, I believe we had 2 of our council members that are here tonight, and I'd like to ask them to come forward and help me present this proclamation. And it's Councilwoman LaShawn Danley. And Councilman Sam Davis. Now, I take it by the applause and all that, have I missed someone? Is someone else here? It's Councilman Carl Pope. Would he come forward? Like I said, I consider it an honor and a privilege to be able to get up here tonight and present this proclamation, and consider it an honor to be able to serve with these 3 council members also. They work diligently each and every day to help govern the city of Douglasville, and it's truly a team effort. Let me present this proclamation, if I may. It says, whereas in observance of Black History Month in 2012, Douglas County High School is recognizing and honoring several African American pioneers who were instrumental in integration of the Douglas County school system and in fostering a climate of change in this community almost a half a century ago. Whereas it is very appropriate during Black History Month for the current faculty and student body at Douglas County High School to call attention to the commitment and dedication of these local individuals who paved the way for an end of segregation in the public schools and in other facilities in Douglasville. And whereas the leadership of Douglas County High School is to be commended for planning and supporting today's special programs on Black history, an afternoon program for the students, and an evening program for the community. And whereas Dr. Tim Scott and other faculty members, as well as student body members, are to be commended for promoting an awareness and an observance of Black history as an integral part of the history of this great nation. And whereas I am proud that Douglas County High School is dedicated to making a high-quality educational program available to our young people who are the strength and hope of the future of the United States of America and the great state of Georgia and our great community in Douglasville and Douglas County. Now, I therefore, Harvey Persons, Mayor of the City of Douglasville, do hereby commend Douglas County High School for its leadership and role in this community, and I do hereby proclaim Tuesday, February the 28th, to be Black History Day in the city of Douglasville. So proclaimed this 28th day of February, 2012.
I'd just like to first of all say thank you for everything that you have done to lay a foundation for our young people's success. Guys, without you, we would not have the tradition that we have here. And I want to just to say thank you. This is a great place. God has blessed us greatly, and we do appreciate it. And on behalf of Douglas County High School and our school system, this is an honor, and we look forward to many more February the 28th celebrate Black History in Douglas County. I want to also thank Ms. Janet Kelly, our board chair, Mr. D.T. Jackson for their support, and our Board of Education, because without them, this would not happen. It's because of them that we're taking this step.
Good evening. My name is Jemiah Hunter.
And I'm Elle Summers.
If we could have
Ms.
Ms. Gardner
Gardner
on stage, please. On behalf of Douglas County High School and the committee that helped put this program together, we are overwhelmed by all the work that you did. And we appreciate it so much. And I know firsthand that you worked hard, you were stressed out, which I knew when the day came you were going to be so excited, and you got through it. So I say thank you, and Elle has something to say also.
On behalf of the Douglas County Fine Arts Department, I'd like to thank you for putting on such a great show.
And also on behalf of the Douglas County Tiger Battalion, we would like to thank you for having us here.
Thank you.
We tried to be on time. We're going to get out. But before we leave, I want to thank City of Douglasville, Douglas County Sheriff Department, Douglas County High School students, Chapel Hill High School, and everyone, all our honored guests. I want to also thank Mr. Garton, am I correct? He is the grandson of one of the great Tuskegee Airmen. He's here with his mother. And I want to thank them for being here tonight. If y'all could please stand. If y'all could just please stand. You guys just don't know. I want to thank the Garden family for coming out and being a part of the events tonight. They brought so many artifacts with them tonight that share our history. But guys, if you just don't know, there's a lot of things that went on behind the scenes. And I want to thank, I see our chief here tonight, Chief Womack, and all he does with his resource officers. But I want to thank you, the community. Give yourselves a hand. Come on, give yourselves a hand. It's just a lot of great memories, guys. And if you see all the people that's come from Douglas County High School, we truly have a legacy. We truly have a history. If you look at those stats and those statistics, it's all been improving. You know, and I once was told, you know, that school over there, and now the whole conversation has changed. They said, that school is awesome. That school produces great students. That school has great talent. And I'm looking forward to the future. And I'm proud to be part of this campus life. I happen to be the campus pastor here. I get the privilege of coming every Wednesday morning to preach the gospel on this campus. So all you students here this evening, be back tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, early in the morning, for first priority, and we'll start all over again. But without any further ado, I want to just thank LaShawn and her beautiful daughter, and Mr. Bignon and his son tonight for being with us. You don't know, this guy on the keyboard is very, very talented. He's very, very talented. I got to know his wife, and I said, girl, I did not know your husband had that much talent. And her sons, I mean, just awesome. So we're going to close tonight, and as they close in song, reflect on what you saw tonight. Reflect on all our heroes that's here tonight. And take the time to let them know how much you appreciate their contributions. And let them know that we really appreciate all that they have done to lay the foundation for us here tonight. Because truly without them, we would not be here tonight. And I tell you, it takes a village, don't it? It takes a village. Amen? So I just want to thank all of you for being here tonight. Again, I want to thank my teacher sponsor, and I just tell you guys, there's so much that's happening in the future here at Douglas County High School. Don't miss it. Be a part of it. Amen. God bless you. Rashawn, take it away.
And before we sing, I'd like to also acknowledge Mr. John Stewart, who is representing Tuskegee Airmen as well. Who provided the food and catering for our delegates tonight.
Well,